चलिए
Welcome to Easy English by Singh, and today we are continuing with the poem A Photograph by Shirley Toulson. Yes, the second stanza. Let me read. Kiran, some 20-30 years later, she had laughed at the snapshot, Betty and Dolly. She would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past. Nine as her laughter, both vary with the labor ease of loss. The second stanza is little bit different from the first stanza. Here, asks her how. It is 20-30 years later. The life of the poet's mother has changed. Am I right? And even the poet's life has changed. Asks her how. Now the poet's mother is no more. She is dead. The poet is having lot of changes in her life. Am I right? Asks her, what are these changes?
What are the changes?
She had lost her mother.
Yes,
Her mother had been grown up in the years, past, and she had a child like the poet, and then after she died after some time. Now the poet is all alone. The poet is
all alone.
So look at this line. Some 20-30 years later. This is the case when the poet recalls or revives. This is called revives the memory of her mother. Now the poet, after 20-30 years, she looks at the photograph, the snapshot of her mother, in which she finds that her mother had laughed in the photograph, and she had laughed at the picture shot at the sea beach. At the time when she was young, she had a smile on her face. Am I right? She still laughed to see the dress she had put on. They were dressed for sea beach. Am I right? The poet's mother and her two cousin sisters were dressed for the sea beach. So even after 20-30 years, when she looks at the photograph, the poet's mother, she laughs at that because that was a very funny dress. Am I right? So her laughter about the dress that she had put on was an indication that she had a very happy life. She enjoyed the happiness of childhood and adulthood at that time. That time she was adult. 20-30 years later she was adult. So as her childhood was a happy time, her adulthood was also a happy time. Am I right? She was very happy at her, photograph that she saw, which was shot at the time when she was just a young girl, 12 years old. So the dress that she had put on for the sea beach really makes her happy. And then the sea holiday, which was her past. The sea holiday was her past, the poet's mother's past. The sea holiday was the poet's mother's past. And the laughter on the poet's mother's face is the past of the poet. Past of the poet, which cannot be retained. कौन सा चीज है जो कि poet retain नहीं कर सकता? The smile on the face of her mother. That cannot come back. Ask why, sir?
Why, sir?
Because the mother is now no more. She is dead. So the laughter on the face of the mother is the past, happiness of the poet. And whereas the smile on the face of the poet's mother to see the dress and the photograph, the costume and the photographs just time back 12 years at the age. Am I right? That is the happiness of the past of the poet's mother. Past of the poet. So one happiness is that of the poet's mother, the other happiness is that of the poet. That of the poet. The smile in the photograph of the poet's mother is the past happiness of the poet. Happiness of the poet, which cannot be retained. That is why we say that life is always changing. It is a transient. Life is never constant. Life always goes on changing. Always goes on changing. It never remains constant. And the transient life of human being has been explained in that. Laughter also is transient. Ask, sir, why?
Why, sir?
It is always followed by tears. Laughter and tears are part of life. We are bound to cry. We are bound to shed tears. We are bound to laugh. Sometimes when we are happy, we are laughing. Am I right? The poet's mother laughed at the photograph that was taken sometime back at the time when she was a child. Am I right? And so the laughter in the photograph of the poet's mother is her past happiness. Now when the poet looks at that photograph and the smile on the face of the poet's mother, she feels that her childhood was very happy. Her childhood was very happy. The smile on the face of the poet's mother is the past happiness of the poet. Past happiness of the poet. Now that has gone, that has finished. it will never come back. It will
Never.
why? Ask sir, why?
Why, sir?
The poet's mother is dead. So life is not as it is. It has to change. Today what you are, tomorrow you will change. Tomorrow your life will undergo a change, drastic change. Labor is of loss. Ask sir, what is the meaning of labor is of loss? Ask. She is bearing the loss of her mother with a greater difficulty. This is the meaning. You must write labor, L-A-B-U-R-E. The poet is bearing, B-E-R-I-N-G, the loss of her mother, with a greater difficulty, Is bearing the loss of, what is it? Labor is. She had to labor hard, she had to put a great effort to bear the loss of her mother. That is what labor is. Say like that. She had to labor hard. She had to put a great effort in bearing the loss of her mother. Now at the moment, she revives the memory. And there were 2-3 lines in the first extract also that we left it before, was that the mother had changed, the life of the mother had changed, but the sea has hardly changed. The same sea is washing the feet of the poet's mother in the photograph. Am I right? The 3 girls' feet were being washed by the same sea. Am I right? And the same sea is before the poet also. So the terrible means extremely transient life of mankind. The theme of the second stanza is that. The theme of the second stanza is that. Contrary to nature, mankind is bound to undergo change in life. There are circumstances that will go on changing in our life, and we will have to bear it. We will have to bear the pros and cons of the life. Like the poet's mother is now no more. She is dead. So who is bearing the loss of her mother with a greater difficulty? The poet. Say like that. Who is bearing? The poet. The poet herself is bearing the loss of her mother with a greater difficulty. That is labor. Am I right? Now she has been dead. Here she refers to the poet's mother. Who is she here in the third stanza?
The poet's mother.
Yeah, you are absolutely right. The poet's mother has been dead nearly as many years as that of the girl said. The girl has lived for so many years. Maybe the girl had lived for 30 years. Then the mother had been dead for how many years? 30 years. As the age of the narrator, so is the age of her mother's death. So now the poet's mother has been dead for as many years as the age of the poet. And of these circumstances, which circumstance? Ask sir, which circumstance? The present circumstance where the mother is no more. The poet is all alone. That is the circumstance. In the present circumstance, say like that. In the present circumstance, there is nothing to say now. Ask sir, why? Sir, only silence can be the answer of the loss. Only silence can be the answer of the loss that the poet has been bearing. Only silence. Say like that. Only silence can be the answer of the present loss or the past loss. So silence refers to the condition, the present condition. The poet is facing. The poet is, she is not able, say like that, she is not able to bear the loss, but she cannot speak anything. What is she doing? Ask sir, what is she doing? She is just bearing the loss of her mother by showing a painful silence. The painful silence prevailing in the present circumstances is the indication of the poet's speechlessness and helplessness. She is quite helpless. The silence shows the helplessness of the poet. Am I right?
Yes,
her silence is her painful silence reflects her helplessness, her speechless. She is not full of speech. She is not able to speak. Ask why, sir? It is only because she is helpless. The circumstances had made her helpless because her mother is dead. Her mother is dead. Even if she desires, she cannot do anything. She can't help herself. Can she help herself? No, not at all. So let's get up. No, not at all. No. She cannot help herself even if she desires. Ask why? Because the situation had changed. The time had changed. The time has changed. And now she is all alone. Now she is so she is showing her painful silence. Say that. She is showing her painful silence, which is reflective of her helplessness, her speechlessness. She is totally speechless. She is not able to speak anything. The reason is that she is helpless. See, time has made her helpless. Time has made her because the mother whose memory she is reviving. Say like that. The mother whose memory she is reviving is no more in front of her eyes. Oh, what a pity. Say like, oh, what a pity. Oh, what a pity. The girl is not able to see her mother's smile second time. That was her smile. The mother's smile was the past happiness. Past happiness. She is no more to retain that smile because of her painful silence. Painful, and the painful silence is because of the loss of her mother. So the painful silence, because of the loss of her mother. She is no more, and therefore, she is showing her helplessness through silence. The darkness, the gloomy atmosphere all around her cannot be expressed. It can only be a long silence. It can only be a long silence. A long silence. Now, 2 or 3 questions, small questions. One question I am asking to everybody, please, voice side. What can you say about the childhood of the poet's mother? Yes, please.
She was young and pretty.
Very good. At her childhood, and she was happy also.
All happy, and she was traveling.
She was enjoying the holiday at the beach along with her cousin sister. Her childhood was a happy one or unhappy one? Absolutely right. So we can say that the childhood of the poet's mother was a happy one. Was it? She must have been filled with joy. Holidaying at the sea beach. Holidaying at the sea, along with her 2 cousin sisters. Am I right? The mother of the poet who had been smiling at the photograph that had been taken long ago, is an indication that her childhood had been very happy, very good. Now, girl side, इसमें से कोई भी आंसर दे सकता है. What does the poet mean by a smile through their hair? How can the girls smile through their hair? See, when you all girls are smiling, sometimes in the air your hair starts flying. Am I right? And it comes and covers your face. What happens in the windy day? That is the beauty of the woman. स्त्रियों की सुंदरता से बाल झुक जाते हैं और उनकी स्माइल उन हेयर के थ्रू हम लोग देख सकते हैं. कैसे देख सकते हैं? They look beautiful through the hair. So what happens? In the windy time, the hair of these 3 girls are flying, and that comes over their face or that covers over their face. So their smile can be seen through their hair, which is flying in the air and comes over their face. That is what we can say, smiling through their hair. In the windy time, the hair of the 3 girls are flying in the air and they just cover the faces. So whenever these 3 girls are smiling, there is say now one more question. Which word in the last stanza suggests, or in the second stanza? देखिए ये लाइन इंपॉर्टेंट है. इसका सबसे लास्ट वर्ड देखिए. And the sea which appears to have changed less was their terribly transient feet. Which word in the last line of the first stanza shows that it was lasting for a short time? Transient. The word is transient. What is the opposite of the word transient? Eternal or spiritual, perpetual, or lasting forever. Lasting forever. Immortal. So the word transient has an opposite, eternal. So the last line suggests that the poet has tried to mix up with feeling of happiness as well as sorrow. So life is all about, the changes, all about the changes, that life never remains the same, it is bound to undergo a change. Undergo a change. Rupesh, now we can sum up. This is the all. So let us conclude by saying, let us conclude by saying that, by saying that the photograph shows a blend of two aspects of life. One is the happy childhood of the poet's mother, and the other is the painful silence of the poet. And that is how we conclude this poem. Thank you, Rupesh. You must like this video by answering the bell. Answering the bell.